Welcome to my branded tier pile. If you still want a beautiful playmat, check out this beauty and check out this beauty and many more at zerodamagegaming.com and use the code Solemn for a discount. This is honestly one of the most fun decks available on Master Duel right now. I've told you before that I love Tearlaments as an engine, but I'm not a huge fan of Ishizu cards. Now, Ishizu cards are powerful. I will admit that Ishizu tier is a better deck than this. But if I want to have fun, it will probably not be with Ishizu tier quite as much as with something like this, where I can go absolutely crazy with endless gas at 60 cards. So branded tier right here basically combines the two best fusion decks in the game, branded and tier, to make a incredible monstrosity. Another good reason to play this at 60 is that you can kind of like minimize your bricks. Overall, branded has a lot of good starters, tier has a lot of good starters, but then they all require like a couple weirder cards, you know, like Lost kinda sucks on its own, Merc kinda sucks on its own, Adlib kinda sucks on its own, and you know, stuff like that. And so by having it at 60 while still having a lot of starters feels kinda good. So we start off with a triple DD Crow, just incredible into the tier format right now in my opinion. Also a dark, so you can actually fuse with it in this deck as well. And then we have triple tragedy. Tragedy becomes extra good in this deck. First of all, your opponents are all playing Ishizu tier. So when they start milling and they are turning off their opponent's tier names from activating with the shufflers, you're like, damn, I never really profit of their mills triggering for me. But Tragedy says if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, add a Despia. So your opponent is wasting their shufflers on your tier names while they are playing on turn 1, while you're still adding cards for free to your hand. So like, Tragedy will plus you, and at the same time they're too busy using their shufflers to not give you free value from all these fucking tier names. Tragedy, of course, also extra good because of Allure. We do still play Allure because we do have quite some darks in this deck and we kind of want to be digging through stuff. We also just love to plus with Allure, you know? If you can Allure, banish Merc or Tragedy, you always feel great. Then we have triple Maxi because Maxi is broken. Double Merly. We just try to play as many tier names as we can. I know there were versions of Branded at one point with as few tier names as possible. So it was like one Sharon and then one Merly or something and then one Rhino, which was cool. But at 60, I want to open every hand and see a tier card in there. I noticed this earlier, like some of the footage you're gonna see, because yes, you will be seeing some combos and so forth. I was playing it closer to 50 at that point, and I noticed I wasn't opening my tier names all the time, and I'm just like, I want to open my tier names all the time. Fuck that shit. So yeah, 2 tier names, then 1 Emerald Tortoise. This is a part of the Rainbow Bridge package. I'll just explain that right now. Basically, Rainbow Bridge, its first effect is 2 types of monsters, blah blah blah, no one cares. It's the last part that counts. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Crystal Beast monster and 1 Field Spell from your deck to your hand. This means that 3 Foolish Burial Goods right here all can dump Rainbow Bridge to the graveyard, and then you banish Rainbow Bridge, and that adds you a field spell and a tortoise. Now, why do you care about a tortoise? Well, first of all, this deck often wants to discard. You know, Lubellion discards you cards and stuff. So being able to have like a free discard is cool, but also this is an Aqua. So this Aqua can actually fusion summon both Kid Kalos and Kaleido Heart. So it's never actually like a bad card. It's just a free body that you now don't have to waste. And of course, beyond that, you also have more field spell. Like this deck will open the field spell more than tier itself. That's how crazy it is. That's why we're running this engine. So Rainbow Bridge and Tortoise. Also, Rainbow Bridge is another crazy mill, and it's also always going to be before the shufflers because it banishes itself for cost. If your opponent mills you and you mill the bridge, then they activate a shuffler. You can always chain bridge and then do your search. So you just have so much stuff that's gonna plus thanks to them. It's absolutely insane. So that's why we have the 1 turtle. Then triple Ash, because we do actually want to stop Maxi in this deck in particular. In tier, you're not as afraid of Maxi because you can simply end on like Kid Kalos Sulik, and that's still gonna play on their turn enough. But this deck doesn't really want to do that. This deck does want to make like a wide as hell board, and so then you do kind of want Ash. Now, if you're fine with ending on Kid Kalos Sulik, but it's not even that consistent in this deck because we are at 60, then you could technically replace this with Imperm because Imperm is a better card, but you're still gonna have to play Ash regardless because of Crossout. So it's like, what are you really doing, right? I think it's fine in this deck, just not in Ishizu tier. Then we have 2 Hofnes. You will see in the replays, I have sacked the living shit out of my opponent with this card. It's actually extra good in this deck as well, because milling 3 won't just hit tier cards. It will also hit Tragedy, Snow, Rainbow Bridge. Like, we can mill power cards. Also, don't forget that if we mill a Fallen of Albaz, this means our tier names can now make Lubellion on our opponent's turn, which means we can make Mirror Jade in our opponent's turn. So like Tearlaments sacking, let's say, also has a branded component to it sometimes. So yeah, 2 tier, and again, I want to see tier names. Like in my ideal world, I open like the Edge Imp package and then the tier name somehow, because that means even if I don't resolve branded fusion, I'm winning. Again, you'll also see this in the replay. Like I OTK without activating a branded fusion. That's how crazy this deck is. Then we have triple Edge Imp. So basically you send this with Sharon and then you plus of it. And also you can like poly with it and then you also plus of it. Then we have Snow, because Snow is broken. Like in a deck that mills so much, and the fact that it's also a light to send for Albion, like this, you need to run Snow. And then triple Albaz, again, because of the tiers and because of the Edge Imp package, I really like opening it now. I'm just like, you Ash the branded fusion. Alright, whatever. You will literally be able to just make Lubellion into Mirror Jade kind of stuff from just tiers plus Albaz. So suddenly 3 is actually good. Oh, actually, this also reminds me, this deck really wants to run fusion deployment, because you now have access to the branded engine with it, but also the tier engine, because both Rhinoheart and Albaz are listed on specific cards. But the issue is I don't have the material. That's why I don't have it. Otherwise, I would probably put it in here somewhere. But yeah, good luck finding room. 2 Aluber to find branded fusion, 1 Merc to find off branded lost. 2 Sharon, the best tier. This card goes crazy in this deck. Like I said, you can send Edge Imp, you can send Tragedy. It's absolutely disgusting. If you get a Perlerino on the board, you're almost always searching Sharon. Then we have Rhinoheart, really good to make Kaleido Heart, also makes Kid Kalos. If you already open like Branded Fusion or a way to Branded Fusion, this is like the best normal summon ever, because now you have the tier engine on your board and you have the branded engine on your board. Albion to search with Branded Lost, Adlib because it, summons stuff back, Poly because it's Poly, Terraforming to search Perlerino. In a 60 card deck, I think 4 searchers for it is quite alright. I did consider also adding the Despia Theater so that you have another field spell to search, but overall, Perlerino is so broken, I always want to open it. Triple Allure, again, it's extra good to send away Tragedy or Merc, but if you just want to dig through your deck into by getting rid of DD Crow and stuff, that's fine too. Triple Foolish Burial Goods, again, for the field spell. Triple Frightful Patchwork, because I always want to open that engine, because I know if I can open a poly with a tier name, it's fucking over. Like, the tiers will trigger from being used for poly. So they're actually making 2 fusions with 1 card. Like, if I poly Fallen of Albaz plus Merly, for example, and that makes a Lubellion, then Lubellion will trigger, but Merly will trigger as well, and both of them will then attempt to make fusions. So depending on what else is in your hand, like, you'll be able to make some crazy stuff. I actually also consider playing King of the Swamp in here somewhere, so you can, like, instantly rule Kalos, but again, finding room even in 60 is very hard. But so for that reason, triple Frightfur, because again, you activate a Frightfur, now you have an Edge Imp plus a poly. If you have access to your tier engine, somehow you can like share in the Edge Imp away to have a Frightfur for next turn, you just have endless follow-up. Triple Branded Fusion, I mean, best card in the game. 1 Perlerino, because it's the field spell for tier. Branded Lost, because it adds another negate to your board. And also, all these tier effects are also fusion summons, so like, your opponent never gets to play. There is almost no window anymore where they get to play, it's crazy. 2 Super Poly, I just don't have the 3rd. Like, I made 2 for this deck when it was still semied, and so that's why I have 2. Otherwise, I would probably play 3. The reason this is actually crazy is because all the tier players are ending on Rulkolos Dweller. I mean, if they don't suck, and then you just super poly their ass and they're gone. If they don't do Rulkolos Dweller, then their board is probably weak, so it's the same shit, really. Also, very often, if you start playing into the tier board, because people, don't really understand, they're like, oh, but tier's end board, if it's not Rulkolos Dweller, you can't super poly it because it'll come back and blah, 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 blah. No, because once you start playing into the board, you notice that they'll summon stuff that then doesn't return, You start playing into the board, and then they'll have to like Sprite Delve into Merly, and then the Merly creates a fusion, and it's probably a Stapelia. Super polying that Stapelia away is fucking huge. So for that reason, don't sleep on Super Poly. And again, if they're doing Rulkolos Dweller, Super Poly is just an FTK. Then we have 2 Called By because we don't want to get ashed, 1 Cross Out because we don't want to get ashed. Also just not being max seed. In this 60 card pile, it does actually matter. 2 Branded Opening because it gets us a Luber, and it can also trigger everything in the deck. That's right, this discard one card is an effect and not a cost, so all the tiers can trigger when you activate Branded Opening, and that's fucking ridiculous. Then Branded in red to search off either Aluber or Albion, and then make Guardian Chimera in our opponent's turn. One Rainbow Bridge for the Foolish Burial Goods, and one Sulik to find off Kid Kalos. So this is the main deck, 60 cards, absolutely fucking cracked. I love this thing. An extra is Mud Dragon. This is easy to make with tier cards and also great with Super Poly. Kid Kalos, just part of the tier engine. If you want more tier information, I made plenty of tier information already on my channel. Go check out the previous videos, but you'll also have some replays very, very soon. Then we have Stapelia, because it's super fucking easy to make. This is the most easy to make card actually in the deck. 2 Albion to search your Branded follow-up. Quirites, this card's kind of dicks. Like, if you have a second Lubellion, or maybe more like a second Guardian Chimera maybe, or like a Warlord Furious Dragon, it's probably better. Like, Quirites is not that great of a card right now. Double Blazing actually matters. Double Blazing hasn't mattered in a long time in Branded, in my opinion, because it's very hard to make 2 on top of a real board, but because of tier, it's actually very easy. Why? If I have a Despia card and a tier name and a poly, which is very easy because I play a billion of all of those, you go poly, the tier name plus the Despia card makes a Blazing Masquerade. The tier name triggers in the graveyard, and then the tier name and the Despia card make another Blazing Masquerade. So those like 3 cards together, which is a 3-card combo, but there's a billion cards all leading to those 3 cards, is always 2 Masquerades on the board by themselves. And that means that your opponent cannot really break anything without opening something like Super Poly. Because, like, you will be surprised how few times you can actually activate cards when you have to pay 1,200 on each activation. So for that reason, in the tier variant of the deck, you need 2 Blazing Dragon at all times. 2 Mirror Jade actually comes up. 1 Lubellion comes up less now that we have tier. Like, usually when I first made Branded on this game, I just had 1 Lubellion and I was sad about it, but because tiers can just shuffle it back, the 1 is usually fine enough. But if you find, damn, the 1 is not enough, you can definitely cut some cards. Again, the Quirites kind of dicks. Alba Lanados actually also pretty weak. I wouldn't craft this right now. So Alba Lanados, you know, speak of the devil. This is something I mostly just send with Mirror Jade, and then I can add a poly or a fusion normal spell from deck to hand. It's not that relevant, honestly, so you don't have to craft this. This could be a second Lubellion or some other fusion you fancy. Then we have a Rule Kalos. This thing is fucking cracked. This has to be on every board if you can. Guardian Chimera with Branded in red going second. It's always great. Also extra good now because, again, there's so many cards in this deck leading to poly, and then you start playing into the board of your opponent with tier cards. You activate poly, get rid of them, make a Guardian Chimera. Chimera is gonna start doing stuff, but then the tier names that you just used for the Chimera will also all trigger, making even more fusions on their own. So it's like a whole new dimension to how unfair Guardian Chimera already was. Then finally the Kaleido Heart, which we all know with the Rhino Heart pops and so forth. Overall, this is the strongest version of Branded for sure. The list can definitely, you know, be changed a little bit. If you have a fusion deployment, pop it in. That card is broken. I just don't have it. It's an ultra. I can show you right now for if you don't know the card. Fusion deployment right here. This little beauty. Basically, fusion deployment can either special summon a Rhino Heart or special summon a Fallen of Albas. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And once Cartesia drops, which will be in the near future, this card, I will have to craft it, because then Branded becomes insane purely with this card. But for now, that's not the case yet. And so for that reason, I haven't made it yet. But it's definitely an improvement for this deck. It's just that right now, Branded here is not the best deck in the format, and so I'm not really feeling pushed just yet to make it. But very good card. If you got it already or you got plenty of material, pop it in here somewhere if you find room. Very good card. But yeah, very fun. And now let's check out some, you know, some matches and some combos and so forth. God, I really wish I had fusion deployment in this deck, because that'd be so much stronger. We'll Perlarino into a Sharon, because if we can like Sharon Snow and then mill something actually good, that goes so that'd go crazy, like absolute insanity. Sharon gets rid of Snow, mill 3. Did we hit anything? Oh, we hit Rhino. Oh, that's sick. That is disgusting. That is so good. Yeah, get rid of that Rhino. I don't give a fuck anymore now. Yep. I guess we send Hafnis. That's definitely the worst one. Then Hafnis effect. We can make all of them, but we're definitely doing Kit here. So Hafnis together with... I mean, the Rhino on board is kind of sad because it get banished. Alrighty. So we make a Kit Kalos right now. There's definitely actually an argument that I should have done the Rhino from board, because now I won't be able to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop my own kit here, actually. Oh no, I'll pop my own Sharon to make a rule. Yeah, that's better. So I'll make Chainlink 1, Chainlink, killing my Sharon. Chainlink 2 to search. We will find Sulik. I think I want Sulik, pretty sure. I mean, I could go Merly and go actual ham. Yeah, you know, fuck it, we'll go Merly. We'll add it to hands. Oh no, because I wanted to use Sharon here, right? Yeah, I wanted to make my Rule Kalos. No, it should have absolutely been Sulik. My bad. I clearly haven't played this in a while. Yeah, because yeah, this was a waste. That Merly was a huge waste. It should have been a Sulik. All day. Wasn't thinking of my plays enough. I mean, it's not the end of the world, because now at least I have a discard if I just want to do basic Lubellion shit. But still, it's not the cleanest. Definitely not. So now Aluber adds Branded Fusion. But yeah, this is kind of a ugly board, considering I had a pretty good hand. This should have just had a Sulik on top. I think we still go Tragedy though. Yeah, because having Adlib is just pretty good here. Yeah, getting rid of a Merly isn't great. Getting an Adlib for it is pretty great. Alright, so this adds Adlib. We do want Mirror Jade. Yup. Hello, Mirror Jade. And then we will use his effect to banish the Aluber. And then we'll set 1. We'll pass. During end phase, Albion will activate. Get ourselves a Branded in red. Alrighty. Should have definitely been cleaner though. But here we're still gonna have some pretty cool interactions. Okay, I guess we don't have interactions because they decided to scoop. Okay. This hand stresses me out, because I kind of want to activate Allure, but I could get so punished for it. You know what? Fuck it. Live to win, right? We Allure. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Don't do this at home, by the way. I'm throwing for content. Oh, this was actually all part of the plan. See, this took the Ash, so now I can Branded Fusion. Okay, but I'll still throw for content, actually. So, you know. Come on, baby. Let's go. Okay, not punished. We trade an Allure for an Ash. That's pretty good. Honestly, we're gonna do basic bitch, like basic branded plays here, and I'm not feeling great about it. Like, not great at all. Like, how are we ending on branded plays? That's so lame. I'll get rid of Branded Fusion. But how is this ever correct, you know? Okay. Now we Alubi Booby to get a Branded in red. So we have a Chimera and a Banish. Welcome to Branded, I guess. Sky Striker. Okay. Yeah. I mean, do I Ash that? No shot, right? Nah, go ahead. Fuck it. Oh. Multi-roll pretty good. And Rose. Okay. Naturally, they grabbed multi-roll. I kind of want a Chimera here. That sucks. I think I have to brand it in red. And just Chimera pop 1. Yep. That's real bad. That's really shit. But I have to. Multi-roll is kind of like the worst branded lost in the universe. You know? 3 little monsters playing on a farm. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. And now, please don't have Widow Anchor, because I didn't get a poly. I would really like you to not Widow Anchor here. Thank you very much. Okay, so now Tragedy gets us our other Aluber. Chimera. Oh, this could actually go really hard. This could go so hard. If they activate a monster effect and this Hafnis pops off, that would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. Holy shit. Part of me is just wishing. Mirror Jade. They're trying to destroy it. I kind of want to dump Albion, but like, then also not really, because like, at least I'll get a board wipe. I don't know, yeah, I guess. Maybe I'm just being naive, but like, I feel like this is fine. We have all the follow-up in the world. Whoa, they have engaged? That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Like, I guess they're gonna go for drones for Ray. Interesting. They had the second engage? Okay, now I'm disgusted. Holy fuck. That is disgusting. Hamp? Chill. Okay, this Hafnis is about to put in work. And this called by is as well. Yeah, this called by is gonna go so fucking hard. You don't even know. Oh, they didn't use effect. They're gonna go for Kagari. Oh no, Hayate. Okay. Okay. Alright, called by on that. Ray, please. Okay, please fuck off now. Okay, now we halfness. This is no longer damage step. Let's just halfness here. And now we're gonna go ham. Come on, just a tier name. Any tier name. Any tier name goes so fucking hard right now. What did we hit? Rhino Hearts. Sheesh. Oh, this should have been in defense. And we sent Sharon. Chainlink 1 Rhino. Chainlink 2 Sharon. That's right, now you're seeing tier. Now you're seeing tier in action. Sharon, what do we even... We can make anything. We could make fucking Mirror Jade if we wanted to. We can Kaleido Heart, I think. We could Stapelia. We can do literally anything. I mean, I honestly don't know. We can... I mean, Rhino is gonna make a new thing. We can do anything we want. I mean, I guess we'll make a Stapelia first, for if they want to do some Kagari cringe. But Rhino Heart is gonna make another thing, so like... Now Rhino Heart sends, I guess, Merly. Yeah, now Merly goes ham, you know? Now Merly activates. What do we want to make now? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Merly could make a Mirror Jade through Lubellion. It could make a Kaleido Heart to get rid of the Kaina, and now we just attack. Oh, man. See, no single card in Branded could have ever gone like, yeah, 2 massive monsters just out of nowhere. Okay, let's look at this hand. Honestly, every single hand I'm like, I wish there was more tier in here. Like, every time I'm like, I want more tier in this hand. I think I should start, like, changing this deck a little. I don't understand why people Ash Patchwork, though. Like, what are you doing? I'm not even called buying that. I want my call buy for my Maxi. Alrighty, you Ashed a Patchwork. Incredible. Now we Allure. We're gonna draw 2 cards. Please include tier cards. Those are not tier cards. Very cringe. Banish, Tragedy, add Adlib, I guess. Yep. Honestly, at this point, I just add Brandon in red, but I'm not sure where I'm going with it. I guess I'm getting a free Masquerade on top of my board, which is pretty cool. I mean, this is definitely no bad board, obviously, but it's not a tier board, you know? Tier boards are just something else. Yeah, the more I play with this deck, the more I'm just thinking, I wanna add tier names in every deck I ever built. Okay. Luby, 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 Luby. Okay. A lot of things activating here. We'll do Lubellion 1, discarding Call By. We live in a society. Branded Lost 2, which will add us our Merc. Halfness 3, which will make something pretty basic, right? Just like a Masquerade. Because we don't have a second Aqua. Like, if we had a second Aqua, we'd be golden. I mean, I could make a Quirites. I think Masquerade is better. Like, which is really weird, because I think that card's low-key ass. Okay. That's a Masquerade. Thank you, tier card. We'll add a Merc. For a second, I forgot that I don't have a Brandon in red target anymore this way. So I should have done Albion instead of Merc. Oh my god, I suck. Why do I suck so bad? That's crazy. I do not deserve to win this game. Yeah, I don't know. I straight up do not have a Brandon in red target. Yeah, okay. So now they have to play around 1 negate and 1 banish. Surely they can't do that. Surely. Okay. 5 cards. Life Twin. Well, if they don't open starter, I might actually be able to win. Because I'll just negate the first effect and then Mirror Jade the only body away. If they don't have starter, I win. Funny. Okay, let's go. Effect. Merc. Merc negates the Life Twin. Please don't have Called By. Please. We don't chain. We want this on res. Yep. Merc fogs this card. Then, on res, activate Mirror Jade. And now we should be good. Unless they have starter in hand, which is a 2-off. Please. Please die. Okay, no starter now. No starter now. Fuck. Okay, guess they win. But yeah, this is my own fault. But hey, they'll have to do some awkward shit to not die to Masquerade. I mean, my Masquerade should have been an attack, honestly. I should stop worrying about Lightning Storm. Because, like, even if he goes, like, Jet now, get Smashers. I mean, he would... Maybe he has red in hand or something. I don't know. But yeah, this was pathetic. So Jet gets Smashers, make Gigantic, get red. I don't know. He's not outing shit, though. He can't Zeus because he's locked. Sprite Elf. Oh yeah, do life twin stuff? I mean, no. No, what are you doing? Is he just gonna elf back like something that he can then smashers, remove something of mine, and then pass back to me? And then like when the turn comes back to me, I guess blue, something back, get follow up, hope he doesn't die. Does he think he's not dying? Then he must be holding Ash. But he's so close to death because of Mask. Oh, he makes like a bigger gigantic. I guess, yeah, it's a big gigantic. But Mirror Jade will still wipe though, because you kind of need like Sky Cavalry to out Mirror Jade. Unless he gets red first. Oh, is that it? But then if he gets red first, he will have no bodies to do anything? Is he holding red? Battle phase. I'm so incredibly confused. Oh, okay. So now what? Oh, I understand. He's just relying on negating branded fusion. Yeah, I don't know about that strat, friend. I don't really know. Okay, so he does have a smashers, which he can use in battle phase, but he can never use bow. Activate a card or effect. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Max C. Oh, that's cringe. It's okay. How about I try and kill him under Max C? Yeah, we'll do that. We will attempt that, actually. Okay, which is crazy because he has carrot actually, so I don't know if we can. But, you know, with a little luck of Merle's milling, we might be able to. Let's just try. Mill a billion good cards, please. Like Edge Imp, a tier name, and something else. That was none of those cards. Awesome. Okay, we're not winning under Maxi, so we're instead going to battle phase. We will attack carrot. No, not attacking carrot. I mean, what are we thinking about here? Like smashersing my masquerade? I'd be down, but Gamma Burst. Whoa. That goes hard. It makes my Merle bigger. That's so funny. Okay, okay. You know what? I'm fine with this stalemate. Go ahead, bud. And the reason I'm fine is because I'm getting Mirror Jade back as well. Oh, you're gonna do it in end phase? Smashersing my Mirror Jades? I'll still get to wipe your board though. Or, I mean, whatever is left of it. So he banishes the carrot, then Mirror Jade effect, and then we wipe. Okay. I mean, I suppose any 2 level 2s just gets him elf, which gets him carrot back. Okay. Okay, starter into blue. Into Jet. I mean, Jet doesn't even add anything anymore. He's out of starters and Gamma Burst. So it's red instantly. Yeah, okay. Make Elf. But none of this does anything right now. Like the second I do Branded Fusion, my tiers are gonna go so crazy. The only problem is getting a Despia Engrave. Once I have a Despia Engrave, then red is live. And he never can negate 2 of them. Unless he drew Ash. Okay, so now he makes Elf, right? Gets back Garrett. Then doesn't do anything. Okay. They made a move. They're gonna make gigantic. And then what? Make an evil twin, I guess? Now they're finally gonna do evil twin plays. The fun part is they don't have access to both colors this way, right? They needed blue for that. Oh, why would you Sky Cavalry? I'm so confused. You're already locked out of Zeus. Okay, okay. Okay, very cool. So now I win. Oh, Sharon. Oh, that fixes everything. This literally fixes everything. Okay, Tears about to go hard. So Sharon effect gets our adlib into grave. We'll try to win without resolving Branded Fusion. How about that? Oh, Merle and Halfness. Yeah, this is GG. We're not activating Branded Fusion. We're winning without Branded Fusion. That's how fucking crazy this is gonna go. So Hafnis effect. Yeah, we haven't even activated Branded in red yet. That's insane. Hafnis will make me a Kid Kalos together with a Merle from grave. Oh my god, this is disgusting. We get a free Kid Kalos because we hit 2 names of Sharon. That's just so crazy. That never happens. So Kid Kalos, and then the Merle, she can make a Stapelia out of herself and the Albion. Yeah, this is wild. This is degenerate. Holy fuck. We don't even have to do many summons. We'll play around Nib. 1 Kit, Chainlink 2 Lost. Yep, so Lost gets us Albion, and then Kid gets us whatever we want. I don't even care at this point. It's absolutely insane. I guess we'll go for Rhino. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's so crazy. Okay, so now we branded in red. Yeah, I mean, branded in red, make Chimera again, poppity pop pop. Adlib brings back Mirror Jade. Like, this this was over. Very nice. Okay, this is a hand. This goes hard. And we didn't even open like any branded cards. Like, it's pretty sad how not opening branded cards is actually fine. But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna send Rainbow Bridge. Oh, do they have Maxi? Do they? I mean, they must have, right? Let's go. Yup, Tortoise. Yup, Perlerino. God, Maxi is so fucking cringe. Let's Perlerino and search for Sharon. Let's Rhino Heart and send Hofnis. Now we will test for Maxi with Hofnis. Because they have to Maxi here if they're holding it. And if it's not that... I mean, if it is Maxi, that's fine. Then we just end on a Kid Close. But it isn't, clearly. Okay, that's pretty crazy. So we will use our Hofnis and the and the Tortoise. See, this is why the Tortoise is so crazy. Tortoise plus Hofnis makes a kit. Like, that's crazy. Okay. I kind of want Snow out of my hand. We will not activate Perlerino. Even though that plays around Imperm, fuck it. They better have it. And also, we're gonna get Poly access anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we get Sulik here, and we add it to our hand. And now, even if they had Imperm this, we could Sharon Edge Imp away to get our Poly, like we're gonna do now. So we're gonna Sharon the Edge Imp away, milling 3. What did we mill? Only the... Okay, so no effect activations, but we will Edge Imp. Oh, Kelbeck on that. Yikes, that hurts. I mean, I'm still ending on a billion cards, but that hurts. Do I Perlerino pop my own Sharon? No shot, right? I mean, I'll use it, but I'm wondering... I kind of want to patchwork... Yeah, nah, fuck that. I kind of want to patchwork into double blazing here. Because Tyr actually has, like, quite some issues with that. Oh, I could have Guardian Chimera into my branded engine by targeting that. Kind of a missed opportunity. So we will poly into double blazing, I think. I think that's, like, the best thing we can do right now. I mean, technically, we could Kid Kalos. No, that wouldn't do anything. I mean, we could get Snow Engrave, but I think that... Nah, I think just double blazing is the move. The Adlib is kind of gonna be a waste, and then we just do the Sharon. Oh, I should have put them in attack though. Yeah, that's bad. Should have been an attack. Now the Sharon will activate and will shuffle itself back. Oh, they got something for that. Do they have a crow or a bell? They don't. Okay, yeah, shuffling the Adlib back, but this should have definitely been an attack. Because now, if they get a Kid Kalos out, they can just attack over the one and then play in main phase 2, which we don't like. I would have liked to get Snow Engrave, but we don't actually have a grave big enough to justify it. So, like, I think the fact that Ishizu Tyr always needs to do, like, a lot of little things to get to place makes this Masquerade double really painful. And then the Sulik, of course, as a monster negate is still gonna hurt. It won't do anything beyond that, though, because Rhino Heart won't create anything. Perlerino, yup. Burn, 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 burn. But yeah, the big issue... Oh, Sharon. Okay. The big issue is this being in defense, I think. And also we not having branded opening. Okay, now they activate Sharon. Burn, 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 burn. We'll see if they hit something good. Oh, King of the Swamp. Whoa. And Rhino. And Scream. Now, the question is if they have something engraved. But yeah, see, now this is big enough already to attack over the first one. That's problematic. This should have been an attack all along. I'm too used to playing around Lightning. Oh, so they didn't have another tier name in hand. Wait, and they didn't search with Scream, so did they have the trap in hand? Anyway, burn, 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 burn. Yeah, keep on paying your taxes, buddies. God, playing against pure tier decks make me think like, fuck, I want to play pure tier again as well. Even though I love this deck, like, pure tier is also really fun. Oh, do they instantly make a rule now? They could have probably just Kaleido'd and outed the two things, but rule, I guess, is fine too. Oh yeah, because that outs everything. Burn, 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 burn. But yeah, this was a mess. An absolute mess. We're not activating any of these. Are we top decking something crazy? That would be good. Very good. Hofnis. Oh, okay, so here's what we're doing. We don't actually have real plays. Well, we could normal summon this, flip the Sulik to negate the Rule Colossus, then send to Hofnis. Hofnis plus this makes Tapelia, attack over the other thing. That's one play. The other play is activate Blazing, hope Rule Colossus chains, special summon Hofnis. But then they could actually... okay. I'm thinking of like the fanciest plays, but it's just not worth it. We're just gonna go for the clean line. We're gonna Sulik. We'll negate Rule Colossus. Chain other card or effect. Hope. We'll send Hofnis. We'll activate Hofnis. They got something in their hand. The fuck? What the fuck could they possibly have? What could they possibly have? Probably nothing. So then we make Stapelia, Perlerino, pop their Perlerino, which is huge now. And then I attack, and then I hope they can't do much. Nah, they're negated. Fuck you. Oh, we could kit? Oh, I kind of do want to kit. That doesn't do anything. No, it does. It does do something. Yeah, no, we just want Stapelia. Fuck that shit. Then we activate Perlerino, popping their Perlerino. Then we bring back our Masquerade. It's too bad we won't have a Solic activation. Oh, they got a Herald? Oh no! Yugioh to mill 5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yugioh to mill 5. Wait, they're not milling? Oh, okay. Yeah, then I don't give a fuck. Why wouldn't you mill 5? Like, see, people are so afraid of milling 5 with tier that they don't realize that they're throwing the game by not using it. Because now you're on top deck mode. You have a Sharon that's not doing anything. If your top deck isn't like... I mean, even Rhinoheart doesn't... Okay, Rhinoheart would. Rhinoheart sends something, then I negate that, then redo her. Okay, that outs it. But if your top deck isn't exactly that, what are you doing? What if you top deck Kelbeck or Yugioh or anything like that? You're just fucked. Yeah, okay. Okay, this might actually be good. Because they mill 3 and then they could Dark... No, wait. Dark doesn't grab anything. What else could they make? They could Elf? No, fuck it. I don't think any of that matters. I'm Stapeliaing that Merly every time here. There's nothing they can take that's valuable. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but you do always have to check, though. If you're playing tier yourself and their play could Dark, you need to check your grave. Because they might be able to take your Merly and then you're fucked. So after playing around with the deck a little more, I was like, you know what? I would also like a version with even more gas. So I removed all of the non-engine, basically, like Super Polys, Allures, DD Crows, and so forth, and rammed in the Ishizu engine. So now this is basically branded tier Ishizu, and whenever all the tier Ishizu players start milling me, I will now always hit Despian Tragedy. So is this better than the other version? I don't really know, but it is more fun. So here's some more replays of that. Okay, whoa, what a hand. This, well, if they're playing Valor, I'm fucked because I was on auto. But this is a based hand for sure. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of our Rainbow Bridge here. That feels really good, I gotta say. That feels amazing. A Looby Booby effect. Get ourselves a Brandon in red already. And I guess we'll chain a Rainbow Bridge while we're at it. That feels good. Like, opening like that is whoo. Okay. God, I almost want to just search Lost, but nah, Brandon in red is definitely the move. Okay, this feels sick. So we Perlerino for Sharon here. We'll activate the Sharon, sending the Hofnis. I mean, if we're really greedy, we could even send the Turtle. But, yeah, I think we're sending Hofnis. Ooh. Sheesh. Okay, let's go Tragedy. We only play into Herald with this chain blocking. Chain other card or effect. No, that's quite alright. Yeah, we'll go for Kit. Oh, wow. We'll take the Tortoise. Wow, this feels good. This feels real nice. This adds Adlib for our Brandon in red later. Fuck. I kind of want to pop Sharon with Perlerino. Do we want Solic? Probably, right? Then again, just Rhino Harding here would also be pretty sick. Yeah, I'm being greedy. I'm being so greedy. Now the Sharon can even activate. Wow. I'm being a greedy ass. This isn't normal. Gamma on the Sharon there. That's okay. Fuck that. I didn't even need that Sharon to resolve at all. So, like, who cares? If anything, like, they timed it completely wrong. Now we'll use Kid Kalos on itself. Destroying itself. Special summoning out to Rhino Heart. Chainlink 1 and then Chainlink 2 kits. If I hit Millers, I don't even want to activate them, kinda. Wait, so I already hit them early. So I guess I'll send a... I mean, I'm forced to send one. So I guess I'll send a Merly. Then I'll activate the Merly to make a Rule Kalos with the Merly and the kits. Then I'll activate a Branded Fusion. There's not even anything broken anymore in my... Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I was gonna get full combo, sorry. Sheesh. This is a hand. A hand of all time. Okay. Goods. Sending the best card in the game. Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. Boom. I remember reading comments of people who said that card was bad. Ah, they never learn, do they? Okay, now we activate Pearly. Pearly, baby. We will add Hafnis. Then we will activate Sharon. Oh, if this mills a tragedy, I'm gonna coom. Sending Hafnis. Please send something broken. Tragedy! Woo! We're too good. Too good at the game. Okay, so now Tragedy adds a Luber. This is so good. This deck is just too good. Then we make Kit Kalos with Hafnis. And oh, look at that. We have a free Aqua. Phase up, attack position, Kit Kalos. So now there's an argument for popping Sharon with Perlerino. But I don't know if I want to. I think I will. Kit adds Sulik. And now we don't activate the Sharon. And now we use Kit Kalos effect on herself. And bring back the Sharon for our mill 5, you know? So now we mill 5. What did we hit? We hit Kelbeck and Rhino. Sheesh. What are they playing? 37 cards? Yeah, I guess we can just do that. Who cares? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll just mill 5 for the content. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? They're playing fucking Pendulum. Okay, that's cool. Chainlink 1 Merly. Chainlink 2 Agido. Yeah, oh, I love playing millers again. This version of the deck is definitely greedier. Oh, we also milled Snow. We also milled Snow. And then Murdy can make a Rule Kolos. I'm down for a Rule Kolos. Now our kit is back safely in our deck and we can make something with a Sulik next turn. The funny part is we haven't even used our branded stuff yet. So far we have only been using, you know, these other cards. So we have a Snow. Then a Luby Booby gives us our branded in red. It's actually crazy that we haven't milled that. That could have gone bad, but then we just used a Shuffler and it would have been fine. I kind of forgot which name we've used before. Did we already use Havnis and Merly? Did we use Merly? We might have. I forgot. Oh my god. I forgot. Fuck it. That might be completely wrong. It was Hafnis or Merly. So kids, remember, you need to remember these sorts of things. Oops. Oh yeah, that's a Masquerade we'll miss out on now. Yup, I guess we used Merly before. It is what it is. I mean, honestly, our hand was so fucking sick, it doesn't matter. Like, but obviously there would have been a Masquerade on top of this board otherwise, so don't mess up that kind of shit. Because that's also one less name you could mill. So now we set, and we set, and we pass. So now, they have to deal with a Banish, an Anti-Monster Special Summon, an Effect Negate, a Fairy Tale Snow, a couple Shufflers, a Branding Red into Guardian Chimera, and a new fusion with Sharon, Kit Kalos making Stapelia. Like, good luck. All those spells in their grave might do something, but honestly, I don't know what the Pendulum decks do. Do I care? I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Enjoy, Blow. This is their time to shine. They can have some fun now. Look at this board though. Holy fuck. I kind of just don't want to use any of my interrupts. It's so crazy. Special summon, except Mythical Beast, whatever the fuck. Okay, you can. That's fine. Okay, now we will do something. I guess we will Mirror Jade. I don't know. What do these cards even do? They have a response. No, we're not gonna chain another effect. Just get rid of this. Okay, bye. Number 1. I guess we can Snow, right? We can just Snow that. Yeah. Select cards to banish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If these were wrong, I'm sorry. I don't want to lose time. Called by... I mean, I can just chain that shit again, though. Yeah, we'll chain it again. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come out to play. Ayo. Here she is. The girl. Yup. And now, activate effects. Book that shit. Okay, now what? Okay, that's quite alright. Chicken game? Nah, we're not doing that. We're Brandon and Redding that shit straight away. Tragedy. I think we'll get rid of our own Snow for this even. Chimera. Select. Snow. Tragedy. Attack position. Pa. Skitty papa. Effect 1. Tragedy 2. Yup. That's right. Tragedy add a Luber. Guardian Chimera pop. And then I still have a billion negates. I still had a negate for a monster. A special summon stop. A pop with Perlerino. Sharon turning into a Stapelia, which is another monster negate, plus follow-up. That is how fucking crazy this deck goes. So that was all. Hope you found this very interesting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know any other crazy decks you want to see on this channel. Like, I really just like this. Like, just engines upon engines, 60 card pile bullshit. That's what I like. If you still want a beautiful playmat, check it out, zerodamagegaming.com. Use the code Solemn, and I will see you soon. Ciao.